The 2026 FIFA World Cup is a tournament of massive physical and logistical proportions. With 48 teams competing across 3 host nations, the event's sheer scale required a fragmented trilogy of localized opening ceremonies. To bridge the cultural gaps of this expanded format, FIFA's initial strategy relied on Lighter, a country pop crossover track designed to unify the North American host nations through a single collaborative sound. The response from fans and critics was overwhelmingly negative. Reviewers dismissed the track as lifeless, corporate music, noting that its stomp-clap aesthetic felt more appropriate for a mid-range truck commercial than an international sporting spectacle. This failure represented more than a bad single. It was a threat to the cultural credibility of a multi-billion-dollar brand. The resulting vacuum demanded an immediate, risk-averse replacement to restore the tournament's image. FIFA's emergency pivot arrived in the form of Die Die, an Afrobeats-infused track performed by Shakira and Burna Boy. The song's live debut at the Estadio Azteca opening ceremony was a manufactured success, presenting a carefully curated image of global triumph to the millions watching on the broadcast. Lyrical hermeneutics reveals the structure behind this success. The text utilizes deterministic lines like, "You knew from the day you were born," to frame athletic achievement as an inevitable destiny. By asserting that what broke you once made you strong, the song codifies the physical pain of training into a specific narrative of post-traumatic growth. Reverse engineering the components of this anthem reveals the mechanics of how global culture is actually manufactured in the modern era. Die Die relies on its minimalistic Afrobeats rhythm and the presence of Nigerian star Burna Boy to secure its perceived cultural authenticity on the global stage. But the track's origin was a corporate outreach effort. Shakira initiated a call to British singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran to co-write a genre-fluid hit, moving the creative process from a grassroots collaboration into an elite songwriter's room. This chart shows the official songwriting credits filed with Sony Music Publishing, identifying who holds the anthem's legal equity. While marketed as a primary co-performer, Burna Boy holds only a 5% share. The remaining equity belongs to Western pop stars and corporate pipelines. This discrepancy illustrates a broader trend. The global music industry extracts the aesthetic credibility of genres like Afrobeats, while ensuring the financial wealth remains concentrated in traditional Western centers. The official music video reinforces this through celebrity endorsements, featuring high-profile cameos from football superstars like Kylian Mbappe to sell the song's themes of resilience. However, the video completely ignores the physical locations of the 2026 host nations. There are no visual references to the actual landscapes of Canada or the United States. Instead, the video utilizes a CGI-heavy, romanticized collage of street dance tropes and a digitized version of Mexico City's Angel of Independence. This is geographical erasure. Corporate media strips away the complex political realities of host nations to create a frictionless, universally marketable aesthetic of diversity. While the broadcast feed showed a flawless, lip-synced celebration inside the Estadio Azteca, the reality outside the gates was characterized by structural friction. In Mexico City's Zocalo Plaza, the experience was defined by spatial bifurcation, a sharp division between the curated spectacle and the physical city. Working-class public school teachers demanding fair pay utilized the World Cup spotlight to stage a protest, only to be cordoned off by police barricades to keep the global media feed clean. Marginalized culture is celebrated as colorful folklore inside the stadium, while the actual material demands of the local population are suppressed just a few miles away to protect the corporate image. FIFA addresses these criticisms through a philanthropic framework. Shakira and the halftime show stars are donating their performance fees and royalties to the FIFA Global Citizen Education Fund. This chart shows how corporate social responsibility functions here. A portion of revenue flows into a philanthropic fund, shielding against criticisms of displacement or greed. This public charity insulates the organization, allowing the multi-billion-dollar commercial operation to continue despite infrastructure costs borne by host cities. Die Die is a piece of carefully authored corporate architecture designed to fill the vacuum left by a failed marketing campaign. As sports mega-events grow to continental proportions, their supporting culture is designed in boardrooms to satisfy fragmented global demographics while avoiding any risk of local controversy. These engineered anthems provide a high-energy soundtrack that obscures the complex and inequitable realities of the world existing just outside the stadium doors.